Hi, church family. Pastor Larry here, and just taking a moment to share some information with you as we look forward to our first experience in this COVID pandemic response time with in-person worship, and that's going to be Sunday, July 19th, this coming Sunday. We'll have two services. We'll have a 9:30 service and 11 o'clock service, and they'll both be identical in style, both fairly traditional in style. We'll say more about that in just a moment because I'm going to have you come with me into the building. I wanted to start outside here first, though, to first say to you that we're going to encourage all the parking to be on this east side of the building. Now, if you're not really good with directions, this is the river side, or where the hill goes down to the river. That's the side we're talking about, the east side of the building. And we'll have our parking there, and that'll allow us to have somewhat of a kind of a controlled entry through our glass doors. We're just trying to minimize the touching of doors and handles and all of those things. Again, all of this is, to keep personal safety and health very much in front of us and in our thinking of what we're going to be experiencing. You'll see I've got my mask around me because we're going to be asking folks as they come into worship to put the mask on. So I'm going to do that now and then head into the building, and we can kind of experience together what this is going to be like. So stay with me. Hopefully you can still hear me even though I'm masked. I think I'm coming through. And look here what happens when you come to the door.
Friends.
You're going to have a greeter who's going to help open the door.
Yes, the door will be propped open for you so you can come in. So Larry, would you come
I'm going to come in. We got
Yep.
Pastor Katya right there
Hi,
helping.
friends.
And
so then
come around here. You'll see that
here I am right here again. So as you enter the building, someone will greet you, open the door for you. And at the Welcome Center, if we move here, you will see we will have a little hand sanitizer. And also, if you do not have a mask for some reason, you forgot it, something happened, we will provide a mask for you. So we all feel safe and welcome in this space.
Very nice.
The bathroom will be open for you, in case you really need to use it.
She's a good backwards walker too.
I know.
Katya.
Look at me.
Yeah.
So the doors for the bathrooms will also be propped open for you. So again, eliminating the touch, so you can see, right?
Yep.
For
Men.
and
women.
And again, more hand sanitizer for you right here.
Everywhere.
If you need your hands sanitized, in fact, I'm gonna just do it right now.
Good. We'll have that.
Good,
We'll have that sanitizer many different
Yes.
places throughout the building, the main halls we call it here, as we come in and around the sanctuary.
I'm just gonna be hopping here from one
she's
side to
back
another.
behind me somewhere. So yeah.
So the entrance into the sanctuary might happen here on the side doors. Some of you might come in.
Yep.
Okay. And of course, Larry, do you want to show the beautiful windows? Do you guys miss out
do you remember the windows?
And just being here in this beautiful narthex space with us?
Yeah.
I'm sure you missed it. We missed it. Mission closet.
Yep.
So in general, we would encourage you to enter into the sanctuary, and we would encourage you to use social distancing and sit either in a family group if you come as a family or as individual. And you will see now we have a setup to make that happen easily, right, for you.
So first of all, you were mentioning this reminders. We've got signage like this that we'll have. Whoops, see if I can get that on the screen. Throughout the building that encourages us to practice the social distancing, to sit either as individuals spaced out or in family groups or as couples. Here's something I want to make sure I can point out, which is the fact that as you come in, we're going to have offering baskets different places because we're not going to be passing an offering plate. That's a little bit counter to our concern about safety. So we'll have baskets here to receive your offering and as you're coming, as you're going, and we'll remind you about that, of course. You can't tell, but I'm smiling underneath my mask.
No, you know how you can tell you're smiling? You do like this with your eyes, and so make sure you do that so people know you're smiling.
Well, let's go in the sanctuary.
Yes, we are in the sanctuary. So do you want to walk?
Yeah.
Like
Here, you just walk and I'll kind of go, we'll do
here.
backwards.
We're gonna backwards.
Oh, there it is, the beautiful sanctuary.
Yeah. So
But this is what we're going to see on Sunday is,
actually, how about we'll do it?
every other pew is going to be marked off.
Yeah.
And we're going to be using this beautiful painter's tape. So every other pew will be marked off, and then when this will be like for the first service at 9:30, And then at 11 o'clock, we're just going to shift these
Right.
to the next pew so that we have a nice sanitized, clean pew for each service. And then within the pew, of course, you're going to practice that social distancing and seating.
Yeah, so you will see the whole sanctuary will be blocked off like that, all the pews.
With the pews.
Yeah. And of course, if we need to use the balcony, we'll do the same
Right,
thing
right.
out there.
And
Now,
we'll have some volunteers and staff
absolutely,
here
we'll
to
have
help
ushers
us.
and greeters to kind of help us orient,
Yeah.
right? So
Now-
we know what we're doing.
Let's show them the front, of course, and we can talk about that maybe where we show it to them.
Right, maybe let's move this
There
way.
we go.
We want to come this way.
Oh, you go ahead. There you go. All right,
Yeah,
perfect.
This is a beautiful space. So, as we might expect, things will look different in our worship, right? We're still going to hear some music and solo. Jason will play the piano for us. We will have a music leader, a song leader for us, so we can hear the music and reflect on the words. But you probably already have heard that singing and kind of this robust speaking might spread the virus more. And so we will not be singing in worship, but we will be receiving the blessing of music throughout the whole service. And I know how music is important for us, so it's still going to happen, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. And, you know, it's going to be different. I think we all just need to be prepared and ready for that, patient about it, knowing that it's just going to be a different experience.
Absolutely.
But
just like everything
yeah.
is so
Hey,
different.
you're taller than me when
I
you're
know,
up on the
look
step.
at you.
Let me just come back up here.
Oh no.
I mean, up
I'm
here.
a shorty again.
Yeah, okay, well, all right.
Okay.
That's fine.
Can I do this?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's more like we used to.
Yes. Okay. Well, yeah,
so-
and here we try to kind of make light of it,
Yeah,
to have some
we're gonna have fun.
with it. Right. We're going to be together. Yes, it will look different, but we continue to worship God, be together in the spirit. And hey, if you do not feel comfortable coming in for whatever circumstances, right? Our online worship, what will happen?
Yeah, the online worship that we've been doing all of these months now, that is going to continue every single week.
That's so
So
great.
we want you to know that. That's a viable option. It's out there, and we hope, and we know actually that for many that's going to be the best option. So that's going to continue, no change
Absolutely.
there.
Yes.
But this has been added to that, the possibility of coming in
Mm-hmm.
to the building, again, in this limited way with all of these guidelines and kind of
Mm-hmm.
protocols, but you know, we're going to give it a go, see if we can make it happen. So when worship is over, and the services, by the way, won't be as long
Mm-hmm.
as we maybe are used to, because that music and some of the hymn singing and all that
Mm-hmm.
won't be happening.
Well, and also, I don't think we want to encourage us to be in the same closed space, right, for too long.
That's part of the issue.
That's probably one of the, the
Yeah,
most important
it's
thing.
you know, it's not like you go to the grocery store. We say, well, it's just like the grocery store. Well, not really, because we're going to be sitting
Right.
in a space over an extended period of time. And what they tell us is that's the thing that, you know, makes us a little more at risk that we want to give attention to. So, thus the masks and all the things we're talking about. At the end of the service, we'll be coming out, of course, the back. Oh, and just wanted to point out again the fact that we're going to have this offering basket here. You don't want to forget about that. Coming and going. We'll have that available.
Okay,
But then, yeah, you're on camera. And we'll just turn around and show. Okay, so these red doors behind us, that's going to be our main way out. In fact, we have a sign that says exit here. Yeah.
And our ushers will help you leave the building. And of course, friends, I know you all love each other. We love each other. We love to visit with each other and talk. Unfortunately, we cannot encourage that at this time. There will be no fellowship time or coffee hour or anything like that. So the doors will be propped open for you.
And out you go. Yeah.
Be careful. You're going
Oh, I'm going to run into the door.
and of course, outside,
Once we're out here,
yes,
then you
we
could
have an ability.
drop the mask.
All right, drop the mask and have a little bit of conversation with each other and visit with one another. So guys,
that's it.
yes, I know we miss you, we love you, but we know that God is with us in this. It's going to be different,
It's going to be different.
but we try to have fun with it and still be faithful.
All right, friends. Thanks, and we'll see you or connect with you very, very soon, we know. God bless.
Bye-bye.